Restream had a little bit of an oopsie or something.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, maybe Restream had a oopsie daisies or something.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. A dinosaur tail. Okay.
Restream, more like Peace Stream. Am I right,
Peace
guys?
Stream.
Am I right?
Oh
Peace Stream.
crap!
Am I right?
Oh, burn with your
Oh.
Peace
Oh
streams.
my God.
Peace Stream,
You
guys.
got
Peace
'em.
Stream.
I guess it had one of
Dude,
them.
hey,
their bladder
Trey,
infections.
Trey.
Yeah.
Trey, you got him, bro.
Got him.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
those Peace
Hey,
streamers.
I like how you're streaming Kick
It's all
and
like,
showing everybody all of our information.
yeah, why not?
I mean, we kind of. I would rather not do that.
Well, to be honest, they didn't see any information that was sensitive.
Okay.
That was our channel
Well,
page.
okay, so actually, I feel a lot better now because like originally the All In Bay logo, which we need to drastically change by next episode at least. The Bay was like too far up.
Oh no, Buzz, put up the CM Punk one. I think that's very apt for today.
Okay.
We'll have to talk about that when we get to the AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We kind of have to. It's kind of the biggest news story. Yeah, that's perfect. Podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the bod.
All right, next match, Trey.
All right, so our next match, guys, this one was a doozy. Everybody else wanted Austin Theory to win, and I'm like, no, guys, Rey Mysterio. And I was right, guys. I was right.
Still tied with me. That's not an accomplishment.
Crow?
Yeah.
By show of hands, who here tied for first place?
Yep, that'd be
twice.
Me. That'd be me.
Twice.
That'd
and
be
me. And me.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Who didn't?
I believe that would be Buzz.
Buzz?
So like when you're consistently winning, you don't have to tie. You can let the scrubs get their victories.
We need to update the big board after this. Anyway, next match. This match. Yeah.
It was a match. It was a match.
I think we should have had a Gunther match instead of this match. I think we should have had his reign be solidified on a pay-per-view and not on a Raw.
No, because that Raw match was amazing.
Oh, they should have put him against Otis.
Should have been that match.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't. So
nope.
We get a mediocre finish to the beginning of the longest Intercontinental reign in our lifetimes.
Yeah. No, ever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, when did Honky Tonk Man win the Intercontinental title?
58 weeks.
But what year?
I don't remember, but it was 1980, 1990, whatever.
So we sort of would have been alive.
Let's see.
Buzz definitely was alive.
Yeah, maybe Buzz was alive.
Yeah, he was at least 20 when that happened.
Crow, we just discussed this last week, and you already fucked it up.
And I'm sorry, I can't change overnight.
It's been a week.
And listen, I'm only human, okay?
You're only human.
I'm only human.
But not only
fans. See, look, I burned myself because we had that whole thing like that one week with Cronley fans. Remember that episode where you can conveniently find it on all streaming platforms?
And he won it in 1987, so
okay, so you were definitely around.
So yes, to Trey and the dick bag here. Yes, we were.
Dick bag.
That's like a really bad morning radio show. Trey and the dick bag.
Get some. Yeah, we got to do some like
on the radio.
So but I was like 2 months old at the time, so
I was technically correct. That's the best kind of correct, right, Buzz?
Whatever. All
Right.
All right, Dumpy Carlton. Yeah, but yeah, like
like a big dumpy on my heart. That's what you did.
yeah, right. But yeah, this match should have been on Raw, and Gunther should have been on this show. But it is what it is.
Well, because that match was freaking amazing.
Also, real quick, congratulations to Gunther.
To
Like,
Gunsa!
come on, let's
The
do
ring
it.
general.
Let's fucking go. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
I was actually extremely worried they were going to swerve the world and have him lose.
And have
Like,
him lose
dude.
like right at the end.
Yeah. Actually, I was waiting for, even after the match, I was all like, if Gable doesn't win it, Trey kind of scared me because he's all like, what if they had Damian Priest cash in? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna have Damian Priest cash in.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
And then I was all
I would
like,
have
oh
loved
my
the
gosh.
shit out of that.
I was
Like,
so
yeah, was it
scared.
the ending I wanted? No, but it would have been so funny.
It would have solidified him as a heel.
On top of that, it would have solidified WWE being dumber than AEW for once. We'll get to that. Next match.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, guys. Well, our next match. This one was also, real barn
I
burner.
liked it. I thought it was fine.
It was physical. It was a physical match.
I like the outfit change.
Oh yeah.
Granted, I'm not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, but I thought it was funny, and it popped the crowd.
It's all like with
this match was okay. I mean,
Lemieux,
the
Crosby.
ending.
Wait, was this like was the Grayson Waller effect here?
No, I think it was after this.
Okay. So we'll talk about that next then.
Yeah.
Steel City Street Fight for the undisputed WWE World Tag Team Champions. Where the Judgment Day, consisting of Damian Priest and Grand Slam Finn, defeat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And you all thought I was crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
I still think you're crazy.
You're still
okay.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
mean that doesn't change, but the fact is I was right.
It's all like even though I get they're the good guys. They're supposed to get the cheap pops, but at the end of the day, it's all like, I want it on record. As much as we love Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they committed the ultimate crime, because not only are they Montreal Canadians wearing Pittsburgh Penguins, but
Yeah, I think that's the worst part of it. Is that I did like the costume change, but they were wearing Pittsburgh colors, and that's a sin in Canada.
And not only that, but because they're Montreal Canadians, and they just wore a conference rival, like they're within the conference, and they wore another team's jersey. You don't do that.
That's you kind of don't do that.
If Pittsburgh and Montreal were in separate conferences, so like that's one
it'd
thing.
Be okay. You got to keep pop from the crowd.
Yeah.
But man, if are you even a Montreal Canadiens fan?
So like I'm just wondering, everybody from Montreal watching, be like, what are they doing? So like
they probably didn't watch because they were too busy watching actual wrestling.
But at the end of the day,
that's right, TNA,
Impact Wrestling. They impact your way of thinking.
At this time when Payback's going on, guys, I know everybody in Montreal was not watching Payback. They were watching on TNT AEW Collision.
Hey, real quick, who's the star of the show?
Dennis Rodman, apparently. No.
About that.
No.
We'll get there.
Austin Starr.
Austin Starr.
So like, but yeah.
No, guys, it's Bart Gunn.
Bart Gunn.
He's the long lost Gun Club member. I'm your Uncle Bart, boys.
I'm Uncle Bart. Yeah, I was the cool gun.
I won Brawl for All,
and I wasn't even supposed to win. And apparently, according to the storyline, I was responsible for JR's second Bell's palsy attack.
But it's ridiculous. Okay, let's get on my tangent with Brawl for All. If you're gonna make a legitimate tough man contest, but you have a guy that you want to win, why would you make it a legitimate tough man contest?
Yeah.
because they thought that Dr. Death would still win.
Yeah. That
Dude,
was JR's
look at
boy.
Dr. Death. He was out of his prime 5 years before he came to the WWE. Like, let's be honest here.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Like, if Dr. Death, Steve Williams, could have beat anybody in a fight at that point, I would have eaten my own hat.
It's all
The
like
fact that Bart Gunn did exactly what I knew he was gonna do, even though I wasn't like really watching that product at the time, I'm not shocked.
It's all like I think Brawl for All enthusiast Earl Grey Trey also agrees with you, except for 5 seconds into Brawl for All when he's no longer enthused.
Guys, I have some inside information about Brawl for All.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got some late breaking info. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here's some Brawl for All chatter for you. Hold on, let me get it up here.
Brawl for All.
According to Earl Grey Trey of the Bay podcast, it was shit. Moving on.
That was 5 seconds into the first match of Brawl for All.
It was, and it was terrible.
Prior to the
been
weeks, he
good.
was all in.
I don't want to talk about Brawl for All anymore.
You see,
okay?
because Brawl for All
I
was.
think we should dedicate the rest of the episode to Brawl for All. Personally.
Brawl for All set the precedence for a lot of different things. You know.
Honestly, if they had just put it in like that special cage match that Ken Shamrock does,
The Lion Dance, yeah.
No,
The Lion's
no,
Den,
fuck off, Crow.
it would have worked.
No.
It would have worked.
Yeah.
And you know
No.
what? You could have called it something else too. You could have made a whole different league out of it. You could have called it something like Ultimate Fighters League.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Trey's getting mad. Tway getting mad.
There's 2 things I hate about 1999 WWF: Brawl for All and Mark Marrow.
I was really waiting for you to say Dan the Man Severin, but okay.
Oh, he loved Dan the Man Severin.
No, I love Dan the Man Severin. He's the best. He comes out like he was in Brawl
It's the
for All.
mustache that does it for me.
He was in Brawl for All. He's like, I have nothing else to prove.
I'm
out.
Your tough guy.
Yeah, I'm out.
I
have
am
other
a real
titles
tough
to
guy.
defend. He was like what? Like holding like 20 titles at that point?
Anyway, he had the NWA one. I think 2 NWA ones and a minor WWE one.
You know what? Honestly, he could have been a stand-in for Tom Selleck. I think that would have worked.
He was the body double.
Yeah, he could have been a body double for Tom Selleck. I mean, look at his face and look at Tom Selleck's face, and don't tell me that they're not the same face. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I ever saw Tom Selleck and Dan the Man Severin in the same room. Have you?
So, like, that's fair. I guess I haven't either. I'm sure if you go by frame on a lot of Tom Selleck movies, who knows? Maybe he is the body double.
Maybe. Next match.
So like, but
Rhea
Judgment Day
Ripley-
winning is all like that
Judgment
was
Day
something
won.
else. That was something
Rhea
else.
Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Good match.
And I mean, I wasn't like super impressed with it, but it wasn't like, something that I would just turn off and watch something else like AEW Collision or something like that.
Don't bet against mommy.
Hold on,
No.
hold on, Crow.
Yeah.
You want to you want to do something that'll be interesting for the crowd, for the audience.
What's that?
Here, hold on. I'm gonna script this out for you.
You're script it out for me. Okay.
We've got a script.
Buzz,
Yo.
Buzz, talk about this match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't bet against mommy. She's the true leader of Judgment Day. You've got Raquel Rodriguez, who will win the title down the road. So, like, I mean, there's no doubt about that. Raquel Rodriguez is definitely a major player in the league. But
Yeah.
this is the era of mommy. And it's just not going to happen. It just wasn't time.
I agree.
Yeah. And you know what? She's going to win the rematch, too. Why? Because mommy is legit.
Hey, Buzz, real quick for you.
Yo.
Say I was bored on Saturday and decided to change the channel. What would I be seeing on AEW Collision?
Are you saying that you want to flip the channel? Oh, boy.
Maybe.
Well, it would be headlined by none other than apparently AEW All Out superstar and host of Collision Dennis Rodman, everybody, and according to Trey,
Are they giving him a hosting gig for that now?
no, I think it was
Okay, it was
just
just a
because they were
one-time
in
deal.
Chicago.
Okay, yeah. And he was back in the United Center. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
I mean,
like,
Trey, come on, you have to admire that at least. I mean, I know Dennis Rodman's old and wrinkly and actually looks like a worm as opposed to being called the worm.
yes,
He makes me sad.
because
Why? Because the bygone
he's
era
old.
of your heroes is gone.
Yeah, he's trying to act like Dennis Rodman, except it's like an older, slower Dennis Rodman. I don't like it.
So like, but not only that, but if you did catch it on AEW Collision, the very first segment, you would have gotten the announcement that Tony Khan had to make.
No. We're not talking about that right now.
Well, you said you wanted to know what happened if you flipped the script, and that's what was the opening segment.
I don't want to know about that right now.
Well, then why did you want to know what's going on Collision?
I didn't. Trey told me to.
And you do everything that Trey tells. What happens if Trey said to guess an hour in a 10-minute time limit match? Would you do it? I mean,
Yeah,
Hey,
probably.
Buzz.
Fair enough.
Buzz.
Yeah.
So I was bored on today's episode of SmackDown. What's going on Thunder?
I'm sure
Next
Jeff.
match,
I'm
next
sure
match.
Jeff
We need to get
Jarrett's
through
main
this.
eventing.
Oh
We
yeah.
need to get through this.
And then Chronic.
And then
Yeah,
Chronic.
fuck, guys. Wait, hold on. Let's hear a runtime on Riverside right now. Jesus Christ, 33 minutes. Okay. So then we get the Grayson Waller effect, where we get him interviewing Cody, and Cody has coerced WWE management somehow to hire back main event Jey Uso, guys, onto Raw.
Yeah. But SmackDown gets a compensation person, and they're gonna.
You
pick
know who
up
it's gonna
somebody.
be?
Yeah, probably Cody.
Probably Cody.
Which you know what that means, right?
Cody versus Roman Part 3.
We're finishing the story, baby.
It was a long time coming.
That's what she said. Anyway, next match.
Next match, last match is Seth freaking Rollins defending his title against Shinsuke Nakamura in 26 minutes 5 seconds.
But then after the match, Shinsuke attacked Seth, which means the story's not over yet.
No.
Which honestly, I like this. I like what they're doing. They're putting Nakamura in a big spot, which I don't think Nakamura, the way that they're doing his like segments and stuff like that, like their anime.
That segment video was actually pretty cool, wasn't it?
I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. Thought it was interesting. It's different. It's not offensive. It's actually like being very, very sensitive to the culture.
Are we talking about the subtitle stuff?
Yes.
Oh, you mean where the creative team finally realized that wrestling fans can actually read?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And that subtitles actually do exist.
Yeah.
Subtitles do exist.
So and which allows Shinsuke Nakamura to speak in his native tongue, which will provide him better dialect in his promos. So
on top of that, maybe be able to connect with fans better.
He could speak in his native tongue in the ring, but then he'd get what?
Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, you speak your native tongue. Gosh darn it.
Or you could be like Kenny Omega and then like not speak the language of the land for like 6 years, and then all of a sudden start speaking Japanese because you can.
It's all like, because at the end of the day, he's a Japanese boy. He's home for many years. So
he's Canadian.
Well, technically, he's a Japanese citizen. But
he's a Japanese citizen. That means
speaking of Japanese citizens, AEW All Out took place on Sunday, September 3rd, 2023.
Before we get into that, guys, unfortunately, we have to make an announcement. We were kind of joking at the beginning of the show about Aaron However, there was an incident in between Payback and All Out, and I had to make the unfortunate decision to release Aaron from his contractual duties here at the Bay. I've never felt feared for my life until now, and we're gonna miss him. We're Is this bit doing anything for you?
Well,
I think that's a good segue. Let's talk about that.
Let's just talk about it before we get
Yeah.
it all out. The guy you see on our screen, if you're watching us on Twitch, he's no longer in AEW
or YouTube.
or YouTube or Kick or X. I guess that's what we're calling it now. It's still Twitter. I'm sorry. Oh fuck me.
What?
This has nothing to do with wrestling, Trey. You'll know what the fuck this is once I send it to you.
Hey, Buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. We got it.
You're gonna want to read that later. You don't have to do it right. Well, actually, I want to hear your reaction to reading that, Trey.
Let's see.
I really want to get your live reaction. Don't say what it is.
Seriously? Jesus Christ.
Yep, we're going through that again. Anyway, yeah, after the brawl in, brawl out, and other incidents that involved Phillip Brooks, aka CM Punk, Tony Khan made a big boy decision and released CM Punk from his contractual duties at AEW, which honestly needed to happen. 100% needed to happen.
I didn't think he was actually going to do it. That was the question.
I didn't think so either, considering how much his contract was. But at some point, what do you like? What's more important, the security of yourself and others, or trying to make sure that contracts are being held?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all like you gotta think not only what's best in the long term, but what that like he's just lucky that that I guess Joe was there to break the damn thing up. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse. It's and it's just one of them things where it's all like they gave CM Punk a lot of power, and he started to do things where 2012 CM Punk would have hated what today's CM Punk was doing, because he was kind of abusing his power in a way. Like if you even yeah, like if you even like if he was even insulted just by hair, like, no, I want him out of the building. No, I want him out of the building. No, I want, like, to the point where, okay, there's going to be nobody left for the show. I mean, so like, so I was always against, to a certain extent, giving a wrestler creative control, because we saw what happened in WCW when wrestlers had creative control. It caused a lot of trouble. I think creative control should be very, very defined, as far as if you want to give them creative control over certain aspects of their gimmick or character, I guess that's fine. But as far as like the larger scale of winning, losing matches, and directions and all that, like you can't do it. You just can't.
Yes.
And this is why. Because and it was clear that this needed to happen, but we didn't think it would actually was going to happen. Because
especially since All Out being in Chicago, all the shows being in Chicago this week.
Yeah.
You would think that he would at least hold off until after the shows, but honestly, they needed to happen.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, and this probably, honestly, a part of me is like, okay, if they sort of gave him a second chance after the first incident, okay, I am sort of, but at the same time, this guy does have a repeated history of this kind of behavior, so maybe this should have just happened after the first incident. and not brought him back at all after the Elite incident. Maybe this was, maybe they shouldn't have brought him back. But at the end of the day, he tried to give him a chance. He created an entire show for him, and I think there was a great quote on Twitter, be like, if you're still causing trouble after literally a show was created for you, then you didn't have peace in your heart. He went in there and because high roads could have been taken. Once again, I'll reiterate, is Jack Perry completely innocent in this? No. But CM Punk is a 40-something-year-old man. He's been in the business long enough. It's not that hard for him to take the high road. He's solidified in wrestling history. He can take the high road. He doesn't have to be this petty. Like, to waste his time on crap like that. It just means that is who he finds trouble. And instead of de-escalating the situation like a true leader would, he likes to escalate and escalate and escalate. And it causes problems in backstage. And if at the end of the day, if your entire backstage is thrown out of whack, if your pay-per-views are being overshadowed by backstage drama, something's got to be done, because that's not what you want to be remembered for. We said All In was a fantastic pay-per-view, but it was overshadowed by bullshit in the back and caused by this guy,
Exactly, and the right call was made.
The right call was made.
With that being said, it's now time to go over All Out 2023. Spoiler alert: there was no fight backstage.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah, between Miro and CM Punk, right?
No, there was nothing.
Oh, there was nothing. Oh, yeah. Some of it was blown out of proportion, but there's still a lot of things that weren't at the same time.
Anyway, go ahead, Troy.
So, I would like first to say I appreciate the crowd in Chicago. Thank you very much for not hijacking the show.
Yes.
You guys were a great crowd, and I'm proud of you.
I thought that, because we were saying the whole time, be like, we are really surprised that crowd didn't hijack the show. Good for them.
They got it all out on Saturday,
which was fine. Get it all out then, because they knew that All Out was bigger than that. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be like, it didn't need to be the CM Punk show. It didn't need to be anything like that. So.
And, really happy about that. And kudos to the crowd for that. Seriously, yes.
Yeah.
Kudos to that Chicago crowd for actually being there for the show.
All right. So anyway, on to these results here, and we're gonna go a little bit more quicker through these ones because it's such a big show. So, All Out 2023, of course, taking place on Sunday from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. We start off the show, guys, with Hangman Page winning the over-budget charity battle royal, donating $50,000 to the Chicago Teachers Fund.
Hey,
there you go.
And they needed it.
Yep, Hangman and Page, of course, a former teacher himself, so that kind of makes sense.
That kind of makes sense, yes, and given that education, a well-needed boost in money there for sure.
Yep. Next match we have Hikaru Shida, Will Nightingale, and Sky Blue defeating Athena, Mercedes Martinez, and Diamante.
That's right, Vanilla Cora Jade there. That's right. No.
She is. Sky Blue is just Vanilla Cora Jade.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Actually, have they ever wrestled? We'll look that up later. Our next match is the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass defeating Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal. This one, of course, has Dennis Rodman in the Acclaimed's corner and Sanjay and Karen Jarrett in Jeff's corner.
It's all like in that whole time Dennis Rodman didn't know where he was at.
He didn't. There was a point where Max Caster had to, call his spot for him.
So, like, dude, get in. You got to smack him with a guitar now. Like, come on. Yeah, that's right. Here I come. It's all like...
and then he just stands in the ring.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't even try to... holding the discarded guitar in his hand, like, not trying to throw it away to discard the evidence. Like, it's all like, no, you smack him, you get out of the ring, so you at least pretend like there wasn't outside interference, but he didn't know what the hell to do, what he was doing. Like, and as Trey says, I mean, he looks like Dennis Rodman, but he's definitely not young Dennis Rodman.
No. All right. First match of the main card, we have Better Than You, Baby, consisting of Adam Cole and MJF,
Hell yeah.
defeating the Dark Order, consisting of Johnny Hungry, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds with Evil Uno by pinfall, to defend their Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships.
Wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that.
Nope.
So, like, but at the same time, it is tough to see best friends. I mean, as much as we admire the MJF Adam Cole friendship, it's tough that that Alex Reynolds and John Silver are no longer good buddies with the Budge here. So, but no.
What about me? What about Roddy?
What about Roddy? I'm his best friend. I'm his real best friend, guys. So, like, I'm surprised. Yeah, my neck hurts. So, like, he didn't show up. We were surprised. We were waiting for him when MJF was temporarily taken out via a kayfabe neck injury. So,
Right.
like, we were waiting for, we are like, because I think Trey pointed it out. He's all like, oh, Roddy's coming out now, right? And we're like, yeah, you're probably right. But he never did. And MJF ended up coming back. It was a fun, entertaining match. And I do love the dynamic of MJF and Adam Cole, baby. I think it is fun.
Oh yeah.
But they are still your Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
I don't think that lasts much longer.
Probably not. Probably not.
But it's here for now, so there you go. Next match,
we have Samoa Joe, who comes out and kind of shoulders MJF, to which MJF runs after Samoa Joe, and I think this is the only CM Punk reference of the night. Samoa Joe puts him in a standing guillotine.
Yeah.
Just like what Punk had Jack Perry in.
Mm-hmm.
And then they break up, so that's probably gonna be your program coming out of this at some point. I would assume for Full Gear.
Well, he already tweeted at Samoa Joe. Maxwell did, saying "Game on." So that's the program.
So, like, and it was a nice little callback from their incident in NXT, for those that don't know, because he also did a tweet saying, I'm not that kid in Brooklyn that you pushed, because when Samoa Joe was the NXT champion in TakeOver Brooklyn, MJF was actually an extra as one of his security guards leading him to the ring. He was getting in front of Samoa Joe just for Samoa Joe to push him out of the way back behind him. So it's a nice little callback to that. At the same time,
also fucking hilarious.
And also hilarious. And you don't mess with Joe. Come on, MJF, don't do it, man. You got a career.
Joe's gonna kill you.
He's gonna kill you. But I did love the smirk after he bumped into him. Like, he's all like, gotcha. So, like,
gotcha, bitch. You bitch.
Yeah, gotcha, you little pipsqueak. You little bozo. What a bozo.
Fucking bozo.
This bozo over here.
This bozo
over here. Listen to me, bozo.
Is that gonna be our word for the rest of the year?
It's a bozo.
Look at this bozo.
How did that start again? Was that a me thing?
That was a you thing. You said, I don't know, because you just said, I don't know why, but I've gotten into this trend where I just call people bozo now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't remember my own bits.
All right. Yeah, so Samoa Joe defeats Shane Taylor by submission.
Yeah. I mean, Joe was going to win. Come on now. So, come on. He's gonna. The fact that he left him, unparalyzed is anything but a miracle. I mean,
the fact that Joe didn't kill him is
an
anomaly.
Yeah, the fact that he's not dead is a miracle in itself. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, that's Joe, man. Nation of Violence.
I mean, come on.
Come on, bozo Shane Taylor. Come on.
All right, moving on.
Next match, Luchasaurus defeats Darbs for the AEW TNT Championship.
How's everybody's father doing? I love it. I love it.
So
I absolutely
like,
love it.
oh man.
Like, and Christian needs to keep doing this. He doesn't need to wrestle anymore. He just needs to keep doing this.
But you see, though, Christian did tease the one-man concerto.
He did.
He did.
He teased it, which is,
Tell me about
obviously
your dad.
so like solidifying, the rumors that have been circulating.
During
What's
the
your dad
post
like?
during the post-show press conference, they were asked about Adam Copeland. Christian goes, "I don't know who that is."
I want to meet that dad.
It's all like, let me tell you, Christian, according to the sign, Dad of the Year.
Do
Yeah.
do do
Huh?
do 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 do
And don't forget, Crow. Do.
do do.
All right. So yeah, that happens. And then next match we have is a hoss fight, which
Spy.
Hold
a
on.
lot of
We have-
meat related chants by the crowd on this one.
I think we need to officially rename Haas Fight in AEW to Meat Slapper.
Meat
The meat
slapper.
slapper.
It just feels right.
It's all like the meat slapper fight.
Yes.
It's all like,
Big
and what a
meaty
meat
man
slapper it
slapping
was.
Yep, as Miro defeats Powerhouse Hobbs. Buzz, what happened after the match?
It's all like, my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, after the match, there was what seemed to be a show of respect as the two would shake hands. However, Powerhouse Hobbs did a most treacherous thing and attacked Miro from behind after that sign of respect. But then, you think that this beatdown would continue, but no, it was interrupted by none other than Miro's hot wife, Lana. But it wasn't Lana, it was CJP. CJ Perry coming out to try and help her husband. So, like, and she distracted Powerhouse Hobbs long enough for Miro to eventually get revenge on him. However, when it came to the acknowledgement of his wife, he would shake his head and leave the ring almost befuddled and clearly shouting, "You're not real. You're not real."
Remember, he's forsaken everybody.
He's forsaken,
his God,
yeah.
His dog, his hot wife.
His hot
He's a
wife.
broken man.
I'm a broken man.
It's broken Miro here, guys. So he did not acknowledge his wife. And not only did he not acknowledge, but he questioned her existence.
Acknowledge
I feel
me.
like we've seen this before.
You're not
Does anyone
real.
remember Kane versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 20?
You're not real.
You're not real.
You're not real. I
And
buried you.
And then Kane puts his hand on him, and you get the.
Oh my gosh, he's real.
All right, next match. We're running overtime.
Yeah, we are. Next match we have Chris Statlander defeating Ruby Soho. For the AEW TBS Championship. Any major feelings about this one, guys?
Can Ruby get her flowers at some point?
No.
Because she
No.
actually is a good wrestler.
She is, yes, but first of all, Ruby would have gotten her flowers in this one, but the illustrious Tony Storm came out.
Due to Trey marking out because he said, and I quote, "There's only one requirement for this match: Tony Storm better freaking show up."
She did, and she stole Ruby Soho's spray paint can.
She stole her spray paint.
I marked out.
And she can't trust anybody, guys. Nobody.
No. I can't even trust myself anymore.
Crow, you can't even trust your body to wake up.
I know. I can't. Getting old, guys.
I know, it sucks, don't it?
Buzz, what's it like?
It's like that feeling of having a foot lodged in your ass. Let me show you. Bend over.
What's that, Buzz? You want to work at Foot Locker?
What?
So, like, yeah, there'll be a foot locker in his ass in a little bit if he's not
A
careful.
Foot Locker. His ass will be a Foot Locker.
Yeah, be a lot of shoes in there, that's for sure.
Whoa!
Would you like Nike, Adidas? I got a
Can we
whole
get-
array.
Can we get the Young Bucks spiky shoe?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta dig deep in there. Those are limited edition.
Yeah. Get the ones with the tacks in there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
All right. Next match.
Next match.
The best match of the night. Contender for match of the year. Bryan Danielson defeats Ricky Starks via
go.
pass out in a
Yeah.
strap match.
He also
Yeah.
protected his arm the whole time.
Yeah.
No,
There
this
was-
is real, yeah.
Let me tell you guys something. Because Buzz picked up on it just as I did. There was a moment where Bryan Danielson had Ricky Starks in the Tree of Woe in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he's whipping Ricky Starks full force in the stomach and in the upper chest. And he misses.
Yeah.
And he hits Ricky Starks right in the face
Ugh.
with the strap.
With the strap at full swing. Because you got to remember, it was meant for his midsection and chest area, and they always whip a little bit harder. So you got that style of smack in the face, right in the face, right in the kisser, and you could see some minor swelling in the lip area of Ricky Starks on this one, and we felt it as we were watching this. Like, that hurt, and there was a lot of head whipping in this, but like, this match was more brutal than I think either of us thought it was going to get. Like, it was crazy. But it was a very great match.
Oh yeah, it was an amazing match.
I agree.
All right, next match. In a tag team match, the Blackpool Combat Club defeat Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata. Of course, the Blackpool Combat Club consisting of Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler X-Pac.
That is his thing now.
Yeah, he has go away heat now, doesn't he?
Yeah, with us, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah.
Then we have Konosuke Takeshita defeating Kenny Omega by pinfall via knees, which is really, I mean, Takeshita needed that win. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like the fact that this Don Callis Kenny Omega feud is seemingly just gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna end.
It'll never end.
So, like, but, you know, it is what it is. I was actually surprised, though you're right, Takeshita needed this win, but I didn't think they were actually going to do it. I thought they were going to give Kenny O the win, which I'm okay that they didn't. It was just shocking. But, you know, hey, congrats to Takeshita. I just wish that it wasn't overshadowed by Don Callis, because he is a talent within himself, you know.
Yeah. All right. Next match. Next match, we have Bullet Club Gold defeating FTR and the Young Bucks
Hey.
by pinfall.
Wow.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Pinning Cash Wheeler because Nick Jackson didn't get there on time. They were both blaming each other. So, actually, it was Matt Jackson and Dax Harwood that was blaming the other ones. Nick Jackson and Cash Wheeler were like, that was my bad, dog. No, that was my bad. I didn't get to you. No, that was on me. I lost the match, you know. So, half of the team was blaming the other. Half of them was all like, nah, my bad, dog. You know.
That's gonna end up being a match again.
The rematch.
I'm surprised that they're able to work together, all things considered.
Yeah, you know, professionalism. It shines sometimes, you know.
Believe it or not.
So, like, I know it's an interesting concept. It's all like interesting concept, but good victory for Bullet Club Gold there. It's all like they definitely needed it a lot more than FTR.
Right.
And the Bucks, obviously. And it progressed the story.
And in our last match, guys, the backpack gets as light as it can be for our friend Orange Cassidy.
You don't bet
Which
against.
is unfortunate, but
You don't bet against the general.
You don't bet against the general, and honestly, he had a hell of a run.
Yeah.
Yes. Orange Cassidy had a great run. And what is he doing? I'm resting. According to no. And I think the interesting thing to take from this match is Jon Moxley did not bleed. Orange Cassidy did bleed. Jon Moxley did not bleed in this match. I need that. How rare that is.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Maybe he did all his bleeding last week when he literally got stabbed in the head. It's all like though there was that interesting I think shot with the stairs where he like landed like head into the stairs or something like that, or I can't remember, but there was that interesting one. But other than that, it was a fun main event. I think like I said, you don't bet against Moxley. He's been probably AEW's biggest asset. Acquiring him was worth more than they knew. He's been literally the one who, when times were rough, he was the one that shouldered the burden and kept the company going forward. And congratulations on his AEW now International Championship run, which now means that all 3 members of the Shield are champions again.
Hey.
Thank God.
It's
The
still
world is
yeah,
right again.
Yeah, and it's still funny. No matter what direction they go, how long it's been, they'll always be remembered as the 3 members of the Shield.
They will.
Yes.
Yeah. It just goes to show how much of an impact that faction really was in wrestling.
Yep. All right, guys. I hate to break up the party, but we got to break up the party. We're running over time. Anyway, you know where to follow us: twitch.tv/Bay Podcast, youtube.com/Bay Podcast, kick.com/The Bay Podcast. Did we fix that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it should all be going. We were streaming on all factions.
Oh yeah, we're all on everything. We're everywhere. Follow us on Twitter or X at The Bay Podcast, facebook.com/Bay Podcast. Per usual, I am at awesome_Calvillo.
I am at the Level Up Gamer.
I am at _EGTV.
And remember, kids, if you doubted Coach Prime, I bet you feel like an idiot now. Have a week, everybody.